It's a very good chance.
He's not going to leave Brady alone.
Thank you,
I'll let him have a little scare.
Oh, yeah?
A couple months without me, and then, you know.
Brady's doing the
He just did it to me for a couple of months. So
Thank you, my friend.
Where was Rob Gronkowski? An ice cream shop?
Like
what was that?
It's a barber shop. It looks like he's in Tampa still, too. So.
Barbershop.
Yes.
Gronk says there's a very good chance he's going to return. If you couldn't hear what he was saying there, basically he wants to give Tom Brady a little scare because Brady gave him a little scare. And I will not be surprised at all if Gronk is back because Brady is doing everything he can to convince people to re-sign or stay or do whatever he has to do to have the players he trusts, and he clearly trusts Rob Gronkowski. He's going to want him on the Bucs again.
100%. And they're doing everything to, appeal to Tom Brady. I think once he made the thing he was coming back, it almost seems like they came, okay, we'll do this, we'll do this, we'll do this, and we'll do this. All right, sounds good, Tom. I mean, I would be shocked. I'd be shocked if Rob Gronkowski is in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yes. I mean, he's Brady's favorite target of all time, to the point that sometimes where it actually hurts Brady, to where when they play teams like the Saints and all that, he hangs on them so long and they're all over him, but he's still like, damn, I'm going to fit it into him to a degree. But, yeah, it's one of the greatest combinations in the history of football. They'll be back together.
One guy who's sticking around beyond this year, Chris Godwin, franchise tagged a second time, agreed to a 3-year contract, $60 million with $40 million fully guaranteed at signing. Look, this is always a challenge when you're talking about doing a contract for a guy who's on his second tag because he's 1 year away from unrestricted free agency. I know he's coming off of the torn ACL, and he's probably got Brady working on him. I wouldn't have done it if it was me. Now, it's easy to say that because I'm not the one walking away from $40 million fully guaranteed, but the balance is, do I take roughly 20 for this year and then become a free agent and get whatever I can on the open market next year, or do I take the 40 and move on? And he's choosing to take the 40. He's up near $55 million over the last 2 years when you look at the full guarantee that he's got. So he did the safer thing, and it's probably what I would do if I was faced with that choice at the end of the day, because you spend all year worried that you're going to blow your shot at free agency and that $20 million is going to disappear.
Right. I mean, because he went through that fear this year. I mean, he probably went through that fear when he got hurt, going, oh, no, what's going to happen? Damn, I'm not going to get my long-term contract. So hopefully the Bucs have realized that things are progressing nicely with that knee. He is a hell of a football player. His game is not all about speed and cutting. I know receiver, of course, obviously you got to do that, but he's got better size. He's a bigger human being than I think people realize too. That's where he's special. And I think I'm with you. If I'm him and in his shoes, I'd probably take this as well.
Elsewhere, O.J. Howard, former Buccaneers tight end, goes to Buffalo on a 1-year deal. There was talk that maybe they'd go after Gronk, bring him home. He spent some of his formative years in Buffalo. Howard is a guy who was just kind of odd man out in Tampa Bay, and he always had that feeling. First rounder out of Alabama, did his 5 years with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and now he moves on. He only had 135 receiving yards last year, even though he played in every single game for the first time in his career. So with Brady back, that's all the more reason for Howard to not go back. If Brady isn't trusting, if Brady isn't throwing it to him, he goes to a place where you got a quarterback that needs weapons, and maybe O.J. Howard can blossom with the Bills, Chris.
Yeah, that's right. I think there's still some untapped potential. It might be one of those where you just look at it and go, man, this guy needs to get into a new place and just, refresh his career a little bit. Like Evan Ingram. We saw him do that going down to Jacksonville. Yeah, there's, a bad perception around him. Oh, he was a bust. He hasn't lived up to his capabilities. Maybe get in a new place with Buffalo, Josh Allen and company. You don't have that pressure on you anymore. They can slowly kind of infuse him and get him confident again, because he is big, he blocks well, and he can really run. So there is a lot there. He just hasn't pieced it all together there. Maybe he can do that in Buffalo.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.